Wow. That was fast, wasn't it? Quite a brutal stage in the end. I think we're all trying to recover from that. What an incredible victory from Jonathan Narváez, first of all, though, Robbie.
He's just gone over and above. I mean, out of his skin, where we thought it was all falling apart for Ineos Grenadiers. You get Jonathan Narváez and said, I'll fix it. We've had a great day.
They've had a great day, actually, because Geraint Thomas right up there as well. We'll get to Tymon Aaron's been losing time in a moment, but all in all, brilliant day for Ineos Grenadiers.
I think this has probably been the best moment of the year so far in terms of what they've had in terms of results. That is by far the best result they've had. I know they did with Romandy last week, but just the way Narváez did that. I mean, I can't remember the last time Pog attacked and someone was able to follow. And it's Narváez that did it today. So, I mean, hats off to him.
Yeah, able to follow and able to take the win as well. That's not just any stage win. That's a stage win against Tadej Pogačar, who was attacking and leading from the front.
Exactly. I mean, what he did was he had the advantage of saying, look, my main GC leader, Geraint Thomas, is behind. I'm not going to work with you to expand the lead over him. But he still had to keep up with Pogačar on a climb that suited the Slovenian down to the ground. In 1.5k is 9.2%. Like you just said, when was the last time that anyone kept up with Pogačar? Certainly not this year. Any time he's wanted to win this year, he pretty much has, except for San Remo. It's not steep enough. Today, he couldn't get rid of Narváez. He got rid of everybody else. He went through the breakaway or the riders that had been in front of the race at that point. But glued to his wheel was the Ecuadorian champion. Sat in all the way to the finish, out-sprinted him fairly comfortably at the finish there.
And Ineos Grenadiers, I think, have done a very good job, Adam, in the last few years of keeping a calm front and making it look like everything is as it should be. However, they've been under an awful lot of pressure, not least from us here, from all sorts of journalists and critics and fans and all the rest of it, given the level of success that they've had in the past. They came into this race saying, we want to win stages, we want to have G right up there on GC. You've got to say, hats off to them for delivering today.
I mean, as we know, they have the process, don't they? So they always follow the process. And the process normally always works. I think everyone looks at it from a business model. You know, we always look at riders, how much they're paid, what results they get. The results they get determine the pay. You look at Ineos Grenadiers, and I think it's fair to say most of them earn way more than what they would in any other team. So if you look at that and think that's their worth compared to this other rider that's on a similar level, they're not performing. But when you get results like that, when they're following a process, it all kind of makes sense. But it's just difficult to look at them and say they should be more successful. But when you look at it like that today, you think that's the plan.
I have no doubt they'd underperformed massively at the start of this season.
Go on, Dan.
Well, I mean,
hang on, fellas. I'm just getting a call from Tom Pidcock. Tom Pidcock says, I beg your pardon.
At the start of this year, you know, that was the turnaround point. Pidcock winning Amstel Gold. The day later, Tobias Foss winning a stage of the Tour of the Alps. They've come rolling in now. Overall at Tour Romandy, first stage win, and therefore the pink jersey here at the Giro. But at the start, they went a long time before they had anything other than Narváez win in the Ecuadorian National Championships and a win.
They had the crit as well. Narváez won the first.
But yeah, so they definitely underperformed up to the point where Tom Pidcock won Amstel. That's got the ball rolling, and the ball's rolling pretty quickly at this point.
Absolutely brilliant. Who would have called Jonathan Narváez taking stage one?
Here we go.
I did, didn't I?
Whoa.
Let's just have a little look, because I was last picked today, wasn't I? Adam, you were first. You went for Tadej Pogačar. And that means that we are continuing with our form from the
You need to confess. Ollie, you need to confess. I went in the makeup room this morning.
I've got nothing to confess.
I will confess it for you.
Go for
I
it,
came in
then.
and said, you should go for Narváez today because he will be good. And you went, yeah, OK, good.
Yeah, you did, Adam. And I would say that's not confessing, that's grassing, by the way. But you did have first pick, and you could have gone for Jonathan Narváez, so...
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Anyway, what's next?
Anyway, though, an absolutely thrilling
You've got no idea where to go. Such a big part of the post-show. Have we got anything else to talk about? Should we just say goodbye at this point?
Pete,
Does that mean Pogačar was third then? Because I got 16 points. We've not had official results yet. But
I guess he was third.
Yeah, we're just hearing now because it was a photo finish actually for second and third. So yeah, he finished third in the end. I mean, quite surprising. We're not going to sit here and say that's going to be a stress for Tadej Pogačar not starting off this race as he intended. He still finished third. He's still showing Pogačar form. UAE were remarkable today. However, chink in the armour, all the same, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's positives to be taken from other teams today, even though Pogačar dropped all the other GC favourites. You know, his team was down to just Rafael Majka after the last classified climb, before that last unclassified one where the race was really won and lost. That's not good. You know, we've got 3 weeks to go in this race. If they already get to burn through those matches and those riders this early on, and not be able to get that deep into the stage with multiple riders around Pogačar. You know, we were chatting before we came in, though, and he's the sort of rider that he's quite comfortable with that. He doesn't mind a bit of chaos, doesn't mind the race going on around him, and to get involved in it. But I think if you're one of the other teams, you're thinking, well, you know, they're not like the vice iron grip that Jumbo-Visma had and Visma Lease bike in the Tour de France for the last couple of years. And he wasn't able to drop everyone's day. You know, admittedly, he wasn't able to drop somebody that's not a GC rider, but there's a couple of positives there.
I think as well at the same time is that UAE, although, yeah, if you look at it on paper, not a lot of teammates there, but think of all that recovery that UAE got compared to the other teammates that are trying to stay with their leader throughout all those climbs for as long as they can. The UAE, they've only had one rider until they got onto the last climb that stayed with him. All the rest, you had Bjerg, as we mentioned, he did the first 4Ks that final climb and then dropped off. All the rest of them have just cruised into the finish. So if we look at the overall picture in terms of recovery, there's loads of them that have had loads of recovery. So it's not, it looks bad, but it might not be that bad.